Hey everybody, Davey here from Davey's World Fishing. Today I'm going to show you a really cool little bait for fishing the Long Beach breakwall and nailing some big calico bass. Stay tuned. Now, fishing the Long Beach breakwall, or any breakwater for that matter, I guess, all the way down from Mission Bay, San Diego Bay, work your way up, any of the big rock structures. A lot of times you're going to have big calico bass that are hunkered down in those rocks. And a lot of times those big calico bass, what they're doing is they're waiting for that surge to come in and knock crabs off of the rock. So you get that nice crab movement that's coming off the rocks. Those calico bass are hunkered down. They're actually going to come out and attack and go back in. That's why fishing some kind of reaction bait along those rocks is very important if you want to get a big fish. Those big fish are usually hunkered down, so they'll back their way into those rocks, and as something comes by, they're going to come out, they're going to attack it and try to get back in. So one cool bait that I found that's really neat is the FishLab. This happens to be the Kickin Craw. That's a brand new bait by FishLab. Just came out as part of their nature series. You probably saw my flutter nymph video, but that is the Kickin Craw. So it's actually a crawfish. They don't have a bright red or really a bright purple, but I found this one here has been really hot. I don't think it's the peanut butter and jelly, but you know, it's a really cool color to it. So it's got red on one side, and the back side of it, it almost got the green with the red glitter. But the way I like to rig that for pitching these walls is going to be a football style jig head that's weedless. If you can get a good look at that there, so that weedless guard, it keeps you from getting snagged on any of the weeds or the kelp or anything that you're pitching down, or the rocks themselves. But when you're fishing this, you're going to throw it up into the rocks and you're just going to slowly work its way down. You feel it hit the rock, bounce it down. Feel it hit it, you're going to move it back up. So as it hits, you're just going to pull it back up and keep working its way. Kind of like a step, like a picture of Slinky, if you will, when you were young. You're just going to work your way down those rocks on just about any of the jetties themselves. But having that guy weedless like that, really cool, because you can actually pitch that into the kelp and let it fall down the kelp. Once you feel it get to the bottom or wherever you want to stop, you can go and reel that guy back up. It's going to come right back up through the kelp, and then you can get it into your next spot. You can do potholing with it or just fish those rocks in general. But that's a really cool little bait, fished weedless. It's got a lot of little secondary action. These the little claws on the front there are kind of wide, so when it's going down, it actually swims its way down. You got a little extra movement there, so it looks a little bit like a crab as it's moving through there. As I mentioned, those calico bass are strictly on a reaction bite. So as this guy's coming in front of their face out of that hole, they think it just got washed out. They're going to come out, they're going to attack that thing, so you got to be ready. Have that drag button down, fish that 50 or 65 pound braid, heavy fluorocarbon if you want, but it's a reaction bite, so a lot of times you don't even need that fluorocarbon on that bite. Wind that thing down and get that fish out of those rocks as quick as possible. Cool little bait. I'll put a link down in the description below, but very cool. That's for fishing those rock walls. That's that FishLab Kickin Craw. Cool little bait, lots of different colors available, rigged weedless. I appreciate y'all checking in. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below and subscribe to Davey's World Fishing up in that right hand corner. See you on the water.